Hello, this is Father Michael Nasser coming to you from St. Nicholas Orthodox Church here in Grand Rapids, Michigan for this week's Midweek Reflection. And this week I'm reflecting on division and the solution. Not so much division, let's focus on the solution. So it's the day after the election, the day that a lot of people have been anxious about, and now some people are more anxious than they were, and some people are elated, and a little more than half the country is excited, and a little more than half the country is really disappointed. And it's just, this doesn't end division. But let's talk about two things today. Where does division come from? Secondly, what's the solution? The devil is the divider. Let's all be clear on this. He's not the originator of every disagreement, but he is the source of every division. There can be disagreement, and there's always going to be disagreement, and that's okay. The division we've been seeing growing in our nation, in our neighborhoods, in our families, mainly through this whole political process. Let's be honest, it's diabolical, it's evil, because that's what evil does. It separates. That's what the word means. The devil, the diavolo, is the one who stands between and separates. So it's time to turn away from division, which means it's time to turn away from evil and the evil one who wants to separate us all from each other till we're all by ourselves living our own little private hell. Now, how are we going to do this? There's lots of ways. I want to focus on one special one today, and it's a hard one, but it's an important one. It's one that Jesus taught us himself. Whenever Jesus met anyone, be they rich, poor, religious leader, outcast, he always looked at everyone and he always saw the best in them. The best in everyone. He saw the best in the thief who was hanging next to him on the cross, crucified for his crime of being a thief, right? That thief stole something from somebody that wasn't his. Jesus saw somebody in whom he could give the promise, this day be with me in paradise. He always saw the best in everyone. Not that he didn't see what was bad. I mean, how many times do we hear him say, go and sin no more? He recognizes our sin. He recognized the sin in everyone around him more than they recognized it themselves, right? Think of the woman at the well. But at the same time, he saw the best in them. And you know what, my friends? You and I can do the same. Doesn't matter who you voted for if you didn't vote at all. We all can look around at people that would be so easy for us to hate. Either the person that got elected or the person that got defeated or the voters for either one or anybody else. So easy to hate, so easy to be nauseated over someone else's victory. What we can do is see the best in them. Doesn't mean they're perfect. I'm not perfect. You're probably not perfect. All right, so these candidates are perfect. Their followers aren't perfect, but we can see good things. And when we see good things in people, when we see the best in them, we can still disagree. We can disagree all day long. We don't have to stay divided. So today, my invitation to you is simple. See the best in everyone. If your candidate won, see the best in the one that lost. See the best in their followers and what they want. They want things you disagree with, but there's probably some good there that you haven't seen yet. And if the one that you didn't want to win won and you think he's just the devil incarnate, try to find something good in him or his followers, his voters, right? There's something good in everyone. Jesus saw it. You and I can see it. It takes work. So much easier to hate and malign and see and just demonize everyone. Look at that word, demonize, right? If we demonize someone, we have been demonized. We have become a source of division. So this is a moment like every moment, no different than any other moment. It's a time for us to see the best in everyone, to be gracious. If you're on the losing side or the winning side, to be gracious. See the best in the other. You know why? You're going to see them more accurately. When we see only the worst, when we assume the worst about people, we're not seeing them accurately. We might be seeing bad things. We might even be accurate about it. But we're not being accurate and missing that there's good in everybody. I know so hard for some of us to think about with certain people. It's true. And you know what? If Jesus sees it, we can see it. So our prayer and our activity today is to pray and to work hard to see everyone as God sees them. See them for the goodness that's in them. Maybe you recognize some things that aren't so good. Well, we don't have anything. We have things that aren't good in our own lives, right? But we can see the good in other people, and that's how we overcome division. We can keep on disagreeing. We will. Nothing wrong with that. But let's, you and I, especially Christians who are followers of Christ, follow him in this. Let's follow him and become people who see the best in everyone and therefore become agents of unity, not more division. So I hope you'll do that. Please share this with your family and friends if you found it helpful, and God willing, we'll see you in next week's video.